friends, Robin Feicht here. I'm back with another craft room organizational tips video. Today we're going to be dealing with embossing folders for your big shot. So a storage solution for these is to make these cute little folders that have the embossed image on it and it's labeled, and they're little file folders so you can file them in a basket or a drawer wherever you want, and they're real handy to find, plus they look cute. You can even leave them on an open shelf because they do look amazing. So let me show you how to make these embossing folders. To make the folders, you're going to need two tools. You're going to need your envelope punch board and a cutter score. I really love that the embossing, so you can see this is both decorative and it also shows which folder is in the file folder. You can also label them, and we have the cute little file tabs. So let me show you how we're going to make that. I'm going to show you how to make two different size folders. Stampin' Up! Offers two different size folders. They offer the 4.5 by 6 3/16 inch, which is going to be this size of the basket weave. And then they also offer 6 by 6 embossing folders. So you're going to need a bigger file folder for these. So I'm going to show you how to make those. To make the smaller folders, you're going to need a sheet of cardstock that is cut 6.5 wide by 10 inches tall. And then we're going to score it. The scoring blade is the tan color blade or the lighter blade. And we're going to score at 4.5. So you're going to have, you'll notice that this is very similar if you watched my video on making file folders for your paper scraps. This is going to be very similar. So you'll have a smaller side and a larger side. On the larger side, we're going to make this tab because this is the part that's going to stick up. And to do that, we're going to use our envelope punch board. So you can make these tabs anywhere you want. I'm going to make this one on the right side. So basically I have that about halfway or in the center of that, and I punch. Then you come over however big you want to make that, and we'll punch again. So we have a nice tab. Now we need to cut this part off. So we'll get our cutter score. We're going to line this up in the ditch. We're going to use our cutting blade this time, which is the darker blade, and cut off the excess. So now we have a cute folder. I don't like these pointy edges, so we're going to get our punch board back, and on the back side of the punch board you can stick this in here and punch. Oops. And punch, and then we'll do the top one too. Punch. That'll round that off, give it a sweet look. Now we want to make our embossed part for the front. Technically speaking, you're going to use a third tool, and the third tool is your big shot. But I'm assuming if you need a storage solution for embossing folders, you already have a big shot. This is more decorative, but it is also functional too, because we're going to show the embossed image on a contrasting piece of cardstock that we'll place on the front. Now to make this contrasting piece for the smaller folder, you want to cut it at 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. you'll place it inside your embossing folder. Now this is a dynamic impressions embossing folder, so I am only going to use one cutting pad, and we'll run that through the Big Shot. When it comes out the other side, of course, it will be embossed. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the folder. I'm going to use my envelope punch board, the back side of it, to round the corners. And ta-da! We're ready to place this on the front of our folder. The larger folders are 6 by 6, so you're going to need a larger piece of cardstock. And this one is 12 inches long and 6.5 inches wide. And then you're also going to want a contrasting piece of cardstock. Again, I have Coastal Cabana that is 5 3/4 by 4 3/4. For the larger one, we're going to score that at 5.5. Make sure you use the scoring blade. And then again, we want to make a tab. This time, I think we'll make the tab in the center. Just want to show you a couple different options. So just figure out where you want that tab and punch and punch. So we have a center tab, but we want to get rid of these edge pieces.